You could not have written a script with the way that that ended with Cleveland. Down 4-0 in that game 6. Coming through. We got the home field advantage, of course. We had the best record in the majors. Oh my gosh. What this it would be fitting to end
we are under the lights this evening as
the
we
revenge
get you set
tour
for
as a
another
World
edition
Series
of
champion.
Baseball on the show. It's game 1 of the World Series between the Atlanta Braves and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitching. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the best outings are probably going to come out on top.
It's the moment these players have been waiting for. Game 1 of the Fall Classic is on the show, and it's coming up next.
My experience in MLB The Show 19, you know, after what happened where I couldn't even get to the World Series. You know, this has molded me into a much better player for MLB The Show 20.
Daniel Lynch gets the call on the mound here at home for game
gonna be
1
fun,
of
guys.
the World Series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This is gonna be a fun
man,
World
his
Series.
last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's...
Held it down.
Batting third, the right fielder, Jamie.
First pitch on its way. Skied into straightaway
Oh,
right.
I was off the mark.
Reyes is under this one. And
I
he
was
will
off the
put
mark.
it away to retire the side.
We're down 2.
Leading off the inning, Jamie Lynn, and they'll need him to get something
Yes,
going
record a
here.
hit while
Hey,
even
we're
or
still in the
ahead, so I'm
early
going to take
stages of
first
this one,
pitch.
only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And that misses for ball 1. Laid off. But
I'm
a called strike
feeling
as
him
that
out.
caught the outside.
I'm feeling them out.
Your pitch right here. Let's
Here
go,
it comes
kid.
on 1-1.
Oh,
Big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
jeez. Why did I swing
This
at that?
pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
Settle down.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Work it
Man,
back.
this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And
That's
a
gonna
base
drop.
hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
I could steal, but do I want to do it
Over to the
now?
bag, and a dive,
I don't
but
want
he's
to.
back in there.
The last time I did it, I got doubled off.
Hey, come on, big guy. Get your pitch.
And again a throw.
What?
Oh, and it froze him, and they got him.
Decisions like that have to be made knowing who you've got at the plate. This guy can put one over the fence no problem, so that wasn't very smart baseball.
Let's play ball. 3.
How did I get picked off?
Now at the plate,
Wow.
Jamie Lynn. He
That's
singled his
nonsense
last time
right
up.
there. That game just trolling me.
Lynn.
Grounded foul toward the coaching
Man,
box. at third.
that game just trolled me with that pickoff.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Hey, every ball
All right.
club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Nope.
And he misses 2-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
High in the air out to center
Oh,
field.
man. That was BS, though.
Waters is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
I don't know how I was even too slow for that. Are we literally about to lose another game 1 of the World Series? I need to get
For
on.
the last half of the inning, and next it'll be
I need
the
to get on.
outfielder, Jamie Lynn.
The right fielder. Jamie.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is line to left.
Nope.
And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
Well, he hit that ball pretty.
He's out. 3.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay.
Of course. Man, the game just trolled me on that pickoff, though. I can't believe that. It wasn't even like I hit R1 or anything either. I was on the shortest lead. Wow. Alright, you know what? We'll just pretend that didn't happen. Of course, we don't freaking win. We never win a freaking game 1 of the World Series. But still, I mean, getting that first round game 1 was huge. Taking care of business the way we did.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Game 2 of the World Series between the Atlanta Braves and the Houston Astros.
The Braves have already won a couple of World Series.
Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Well, in a 7-game series, winning Game 1 on the road is great, but it doesn't mean all that much if you can't back it up and win Game 2. A win here really puts them in a commanding position, but if they split these first 2 games, it basically becomes a best of a 5-game series starting all over again from scratch.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on the show. And we'll have it for you next. Brendan McKay will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good, and when he...
Yeah, we're at least holding them down in the first inning.
Stepping up to the plate, Jamie Lynn. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Jamie Lynn.
Now here's the pitch. Line drive to left.
I freaking pulled it.
Gigliotti is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side.
And they hit a solo shot, or we tied it. All right.
Coming to the plate now, Jamie Lynn, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Hit in the air down the right field line.
I can't be late on
this.
this.
Will wind up being a foul ball. 0-1, here it comes. Here's a shot
let's
to
go.
left field and deep.
Yeah, that's
Look
gone in
at
a hurry.
this. Gone as it's
I
into
wasn't
the
gonna miss
Crawford
that one.
boxes. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. His first homer so far in the series. And the Astros have taken a 4-1 lead.
I'm not trying to have a losing record in the World Series.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around
Look at
quick
that line
if he wants to
drive.
stay in this one for a while.
We're at 4-1 now because of that bomb.
Now at the plate, Jamie Lynn.
Leading up for the Astros, the right fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat. On he pops
Ooh.
it up. Gordon is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
We're up 6-2. We're on these guys.
Jamie Lynn will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run. A big blow early on. Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air out to
Are
center
you
field.
kidding me?
Waters is
I
in his
just
tracks
missed
now. 1 pitch, 1 away.
I barely missed it. Okay.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with a victory.
Yeah, I'll say
and
we
look on
can't
to the
drop
next
we
one.
can't drop the first 2.
And guys, a very important outing turned in on the mound for the man you see right there. He was a big factor, of course, and is the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
All right, 1 for 4. I mean, I didn't do much there, but I don't know, my batting average is starting to get back a little down to earth, but kind of go figure. But I'm doing just enough. Like I'm making the plays that the team needs me to make. Got 20 RBIs. Game 3 in Truist Park, which I'm sorry. I still think of it as SunTrust Park, okay? I mean, they literally just had this new stadium and then they just changed the name.
We get you set for
Like,
another
why?
edition of baseball on the show. It's Game 3 of the World Series between the Houston Astros and the Atlanta Braves.
SunTrust Park was so fitting, though, for Atlanta, you know? With how sunny it is, being in the South and all.
Welcome to the World Series
Oh, come on
here
now.
on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
Well, when you start this series on the road, obviously you'd love to sweep the first 2 games, but coming out of there with a split is pretty solid too. Now they come home, they've taken back home field advantage, and we'll see if they can feed off this crowd and take control of this series.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on the show. And we'll have it for you next. Jesus Luzardo gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. And guys, we need to seriously focus on the defense behind the dish today. This guy brings gold to the party, the ability to block balls, keep everything in front of him, shut down a running game, and massage his pitcher through 9 innings.
Let's play ball.
All right, guys, let's get it on.
Coming to the plate now, Jamie Lynn.
Establish
as
who we
he'll get
are
his
on the
first
road.
opportunity in this one.
Lynn.
Out in
Ooh.
front of it, strike 1.
That was a good pitch, though.
He sends it out
Oh,
to left
come on.
field. Well hit. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall.
Are you
One more look at
kidding
the
me?
final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. We'll have more of Game 3.
I just got robbed. Well, we were just down 2, but we just came back. All right.
Digging in, Jamie Lynn. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Jamie.
He's ready. Here's the first
Lynn.
offering. And he
Ooh.
throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the
There
dirt.
we go.
Completely different
Here you go,
from the
make the turn,
east-west
make
we
the turn,
came
make
up
the turn.
playing.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit.
Nice.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Now that's popped up.
Oh, I'm going to third.
In there, a base hit. The throw to third. And he is in there.
I was not trying to do it like that, but
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit.
Now batting. The first
So
base.
stepping in, Will Craig. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. Hit high and deep out to left.
oh, yes.
Gone!
Let's go, Will Craig.
So a 3-run blast to
ALDS
straightaway
hero.
left. His first homer here in the series as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
Let's go.
Let's play ball.
Ain't another one by Correa.
Standing in, Jamie Lynn. He singled his last time up.
Jamie Lynn.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul.
I wish I could have got underneath that. That could have been one of my own.
Now a check swing, but he
Ew.
holds up in time.
Oh.
Ball 1.
Hey, that's not an easy pitch to hold your swing up. I know it looked like it was way off the plate. Good job not swinging at it.
And this is
Dang
pop
it.
foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Alonso is over, and he tucks it away for the 2nd out.
Play ball.
Striding in once again, Jamie Lynn. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly.
Let's
Hang
go.
on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's
Oh,
coming
man.
back.
Opposite
no chance.
field.
It's gone.
Opposite field home run.
A 2-run blast to straight
I hate
away
to
right
do it
field.
to you,
His
Atlanta.
2nd home run of the series, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
I'll cheer for you guys unless I face against you. That's the unwritten rule, okay?
For this lineup. Dan Dero, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Matty V, Dero, I don't know what you think,
Let's
but
play
this
ball.
9-2, 12-2 now. Oh my gosh.
ready to take his
We're all
hacks
over
again.
these guys.
Jamie Lynn, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one.
There's a
Oh, is
swing
that
and a
about to be
missile
another
sent
one?
out to center field.
Is it
Racing
another?
back to center fielder. A little
Oh!
but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center. His second home run of the game as this lead got even wider.
Don't mess with Linsanity. Dead center field.
Play ball.
20 base hits. Ooh, they scored 5 there, but that's
Wow,
not
they
going to
were
matter.
banging on all cylinders, from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, the order. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy, right?
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
That first home run
he
was
certainly
huge.
was a big part of this victory. Picked up 4 RBIs in the game, so it's safe to say that he came through when they needed him to.
I needed this game.
14-7, the final tally here. Houston have taken a 2-1 lead in this World Series. Forrest Whitley gets the W on the mound. Jesus Luzardo allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate.
I scored all 3 times as well. That I did get a base hit, including that one single. Oh my gosh. Halfway there. Come on. Halfway there. Let's go up 3-1 on these guys. They stood no chance. And I would not be shocked if this went to 7 games, to be honest. I would not be shocked.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. It's Game 4 of the World Series between the Houston Astros and the Atlanta Braves. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, I think this series has played out exactly how we expected it to. At 2-1, it's been tightly contested, back and forth. We've got 2 teams worthy of being here, and I think this will go at least 6 games before it's all said and done.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on the show. And we'll have it for you next. Orlando Cora will be on the mound for Game 4. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, man, we're going to get a chance to look at a good veteran pitcher here. This guy's been around the block a few times, but one of the things he does, he still competes at a high level, and he's never stopped trying to learn how to be a good pitcher.
Play ball. Out.
So striding in, Jamie Lynn. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And the pitch. Hit down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Pitch on the way. Ground ball left side.
He didn't get it
effort here as
cleanly.
He gets a glove on it. And
Yeah.
no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Hey, this guy's having a big
I'm stealing.
series in the postseason. It looks like to me that The moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, I'm not getting
Absolutely.
picked off.
Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
And the runner back safely.
Nope.
Lynn, the runner at first with 2 gone. Another throw.
Come
over.
on.
Dive, but he's back.
Throw the ball.
Come on, let it fly right here.
And again a throw.
He's safe.
And a dive, but he's back in.
Yeah, throw it freaking 6 times. Like, jeez.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit on the ground out to short. Albies scoops it up. In a close play at first,
Ooh.
but he's called out and the side is retired. 1 left for Houston.
I thought that was coming through. That's why it went to third. We were just down 1. Oh boy. We're up 3-1 now. We're
New
down
inning set
4-3.
to get underway, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder,
All right.
Jamie Lynn.
Lynn.
Lifted into the air to shallow center. Arrives as a
Gosh.
play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Let's play ball.
Well, they just went off in the 4th. Lovely.
Ready once again, Jamie Lynn. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Jamie Lynn.
First pitch on its way. Fly ball out toward left center
And I'm
field.
off.
Jenkins is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Play ball.
Ready for another chance, Jamie Lynn.
Next to the Astros, the right fielder,
Here's the first pitch to him.
Lynn.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and he just couldn't keep that
Come
ball fair
on.
as it winds up a long foul ball. Hit in the air to right field.
And I'm under that one.
Reyes is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Let's play ball.
Well,
Now at the plate, Jamie Lynn. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Jamie Lynn.
First offering on its way. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Now the 0-1, and he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2, and now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. A ball and 2 strikes.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
Last strike now for Houston. Hit on the ground toward the left.
all right.
And there's a base hit as that gets through into left.
He looked
Well,
a
we're
little
not
bit
gonna
out in
win,
front
but-
right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Now that
And that'll bring up the former first rounder Alex Bregman. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. He brings it in, and the Braves have battled back to knock this series up at 2 games apiece as this ball game is over. Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory.
Well, let's make sure we go up 3-2 here, because if we don't, we lose this game 5, then whew, it's not gonna be easy. "24 RBIs. Of course, I'll have a separate video if we do have another game 7.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. It's the pivotal Game 5 of the World Series between the Houston Astros and the Atlanta Braves. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, you can see by the results
We're always
right
touching Game
back where we
5s.
started from. When you're tied after 4, Game 5 is always critical. You don't want to get stuck needing to win the final 2 to move on. So the winner of this one is going to get a huge leg up on winning this series.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on the show. And we'll have it for you next. Kyle Wright gets the call in Game 5 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, I think he's the kind of guy you always feel confident in to go out there and perform for you. He has great stuff, and beyond that, he knows how to get guys out. That's something some pitchers never really figure out. But he does.
Batting third, the right fielder, Jamie Lynn.
First pitch on its way.
There we go.
Line drive base hit.
turn. Find the ball. Make the turn.
Strike him
Hey,
early.
this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here. Having
Let's
a
go,
huge
Bregman.
series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
A bouncer up the middle. Scooped up over to Albies. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. One hit, one left. And now the Braves will step.
Play ball.
They're up 2.
So coming to the plate, Jamie Lynn. He reached on a single in his first try.
Jamie Lynn.
From the belt, the pitch. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0.
Good speed at first and good speed with the guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
And he just manages to get his hand in. Robert, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And he popped him up, drifting
dang.
back behind
Round it.
first.
Pick up the ball. Pick up the ball.
Oh,
He
that
lays out
dropped.
for it, but he can't pull it in. And this will
I'm
bang
going
up against
second.
the wall.
How
And
about
they'll have
that?
runners at second and third
Wow,
following the
I'm
one-out
shocked that
double.
even stayed fair.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise the occasion while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
He barely missed it.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Alex Bregman, as he'll look to bring home that time
Come
run
on,
from second
Bregman.
with a base hit into the outfield. Sent in the air out to straightaway
Are
center.
you going?
Catch made in center. Here comes
Yeah,
the
he
runner
is.
from third.
Slide, slide,
The relay
slide,
throw.
slide.
And the throw comes into third, but it's not in time.
Double
and it'll be
tag.
scored a sac fly and an RBI. Into the box, Carlos Correa, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
Hey,
And he
Correa
missed with it there,
finding
ball
ways to
4.
get on.
It's a 2-out walk with the runner
Let's go,
still
Kramer.
at third.
The batter.
Digging in now, Kevin Kramer. He struck him out, in and out of trouble as the inning is over.
Well, we got one at least. Okay, here we go.
Striding in, Jamie Lynn. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Sends that one out
Way
of play
late
for
on
strike
it.
one.
Come on, big guy. One time. Here you go.
0-1, here it comes. And no swing
Oh,
apparently,
God.
ball one.
That was
One
close.
run, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Popped
Are you
him up.
kidding me?
Alonso in foul ground, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Play ball.
All right, here's some redemption
Digging in once
time.
again, Jamie Lynn. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With
Are
this
you
guy's big
kidding me?
power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try
He's
and
not
get
gonna
on something
tag.
and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Let's play ball. He's safe.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Not a lot of fireworks, but that narrows the candidate list for our top.
Well, the good thing is our last two are at home. Now it's going to be the last one of the video here. Whether it's win or loss. Well, in the World Series that we won against the Cubs, we were down 2-0.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. It's Game 6 of this year's Fall Classic between the Atlanta Braves and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, obviously, a lot of things still up in the air as we get ready for Game 6.
It's been a tight series so far, which we kind of expected when we started, but now it's backs up against the wall time. The series has shifted locations, and now these guys need to win the final 2 games at home to win it. This crowd should certainly help, but they've still got a tough task at hand.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on the show. And we'll have it for you next.
Backs against the wall.
Daniel Lynch will look to keep their World Series hopes alive on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be...
He's out. 3.
I'm not going to simulate. It's too huge. It's too
Digging in,
huge.
Jamie Lynn. First cuts for him here with the
All
bases
right.
open and 2 away.
It's time to have a good game here. Ah.
Gigliotti retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired.
That was hit well, but not well enough. Shoot.
3. Ball 4. Take your base. That's ball 4. Out. 3. He's out. Ball 4. Take your base. Out. Ball 4. Take your base.
Okay. Time to bring it back.
Next up for the Stros, Jamie Lynn. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. To second for 1. Relay to
Oh
first
my
in
God,
time, and just
are
like
you
that, the
kidding
side is
me?
retired.
Let's play ball. Out. 3.
No.
3. He's out. Ball 4. Take your base. Out. You're out. Ball 4. Take your base. Out. Out. He's out. Out. 3.
At the plate, Jamie Lynn.
I gotta get on base.
First pitch on its way. On the ground to the left
Dang
side.
it.
Gordon's got it. Throw gets him 2 down.
I thought that was gonna fall. Okay, Bregman. There's a glimmer of hope. Come on. I'm gonna have one more chance.
He's out. 3 out. That's ball 4.
Okay.
Your attention,
Just get
please.
on base.
Leading up for the Astros,
This is
the
it.
right fielder, Jamie
Stay alive.
Lynn.
Here's the first pitch. Lifted out towards
No!
straightaway center
What did
field.
I do that
Long
for?
run for the
Shoot.
center fielder, and he tracks it down. Nice.
Ball 4. Take the base.
The bases were loaded. The bases were freaking loaded. That time I had a chance. I didn't show up.
Back now on the show. More reactions now to this series clinching victory. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the
I'll congratulate
Commissioner's
the
Trophy
Braves.
to the new world champs.
The final.
I was one. I'm 1-2 now in the World Series. I got 2 more years left of my contract. Not really much of anybody significant. Oh, Flores retired. Mike Trout's gone. Well, don't have to officially worry about him anymore. I think the Angels are not really going to be a threat anyway. Freddie Freeman. .300 batting average. He's done. Trying to save out anybody else, really. I think that's it. Yep.
A conciliatory phone call.
Hey, I'm fine. I mean, see anybody we haven't faced before? I think everything's all pretty much the same. I'm gonna have the Dodgers. Robert has become a freaking stud on this team. Look at the pitching staff. Oh my gosh. Oh, we just got a new pickup. Okay. Oh, got some new faces, guys. This is going to be interesting. This guy spent 10 years with the Reds. He was born here in Indiana? Oh, okay. Bregman. Been around forever. Oh, we just got another new face here. Some new faces, guys. It's a lot of roster turnover. Just kind of looking here. Another new face. You watch, he just winds up like also doing real good. We got another former Diamondback closer. That's nice. Osuna. Oh boy, Correa is actually demoted. Well, I think considering all things, definitely some new faces, yeah. I'd say we're probably gonna barely, I'd say we'll make the playoffs, but we'll be, I don't know. 94 and 68. Still do good enough. I think we'll find a way. There's always been good management going on with this roster. This is year number 9 now. I only got 2 more years left. Guys, I'm at 1,034 RBIs, 334 home runs. I had a very good World Series overall. I just didn't show up in that one game. I should be able to get to 2,000. I'll get real close. It just sucks, though. The record-setting individual season I had. I won MVP, Hank Aaron Award winner, batting title, Triple Crown. I mean, you know, you freaking name it. Came up short. Now the team's 2-4 in the World Series. I'm 0-2 against the NL East. I had that one World Series win against the Cubs, the NL Central. I think the way I see it is I kind of have a feeling that I might wind up having to move on from Houston. If I don't win the World Series one more time, then I think it might be time to move on. But, you know, I'm just gonna keep doing my thing, and, you know, we'll see what happens. 2028 and 2029, or 2029, 2030, excuse me. Well, this may be my last 2 years in Houston. I want to win one more World Series, definitely. I really want to win like 5, 6 titles. But I just need the team to do it.